Hello children, in the last segment we had learnt about the Stone Age, and the last part of the Stone Age, if you remember, was the Chalcolithic Age, where early humans learned how to use the first metal copper to make their tools and weapons. After the Chalcolithic Age came the Bronze Age, where early humans learned how to make tools and weapons using the metal bronze. The next stage, the Iron Age, is given more emphasis in your textbook. So we are going to see how the use of iron affected the life of early humans. Okay. Now the first portion is dealing with artifacts and buildings. Now these artisans, when they started using iron to make their different tools, crafts, or even portions of buildings, they realized that iron as a material was much more stronger and durable. What do I mean by durable? Durable means it lasted longer. There was less of wear and tear, unlike copper. Okay? Next we come to the field of agriculture. These farmers, with the help of iron tools, when they started clearing forests for agriculture purposes, they realized that it is easier to clear forests with iron tools. Okay, now when they are clearing forests for making land available for cultivation, there is more land available now because the clearing process is happening faster, and since there is more land available for cultivation, there is more production of crops. Okay, now since there is surplus production of crops, we had learnt in our previous class, surplus production of crops led to the rise of division of labor. Now this division of labor in due course of time led to the emergence of trade and commerce. Okay, now what is trade? Trade is simply buying and selling of products. Okay, when you go to the market, you pay for a commodity and you buy that product. It falls under the category of trade. Now, in the Iron Age, it was also seen that apart from barter system, if you remember what was the barter system, it was simply exchange of products. Apart from the barter system, in small marketplaces, there was some sort of a metal coin being used. Very few places, some metal coin was used. Alright, so we see how the use of iron affected the field of trade and commerce. Alright, next we come to the weapons. The next subheading in your textbook is weapons. When people started making weapons made of iron, you are smart boys, you can already understand what is the end result. When weapons are made of iron, they are more sharper and long lasting. Yes, unlike the weapons made of stone, which could break easily, they were not lasting longer. But iron weapons were more long lasting, more sharper, and more user friendly. Now, all these factors, like number one, a highly developed human settlement with trade and commerce, different professions, division of labor, a unique system of writing and art, all these together constitute what is known as a civilization. Okay? Now, most of these civilizations grew along riverbanks. Why riverbanks? Because of many reasons. Number one, fertile soil. Number two, availability of water. And number three, favorable climate. Alright. Some of the early civilizations mentioned in your textbook are, the first one, Mesopotamian civilization that grew along the rivers Tigris and Euphrates. The next one, Indus Valley civilization grew along the river Indus. Egyptian civilization grew along the river Nile. The Chinese civilization that grew along the Yellow River. Apart from these river valley civilizations, there are other two civilizations mentioned, the Greek and Roman civilizations. Now these civilizations did not grow along any river but near seaside. So they are not categorized under river valley civilization, but they grew around water bodies.
Here are some of the important maps. You can pause the video when necessary to see it more carefully. This is the Mesopotamian civilization around the Tigris and Euphrates. The Egyptian civilization which grew around the Nile Valley. This is the Indus Valley civilization around River Indus. The Roman civilization along the Mediterranean Sea, and the Greek civilization around the Mediterranean and Aegean Sea. Thank you.